Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Defense is coming after him. Escapes the pocket. Finds room at the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Inside the 10. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
You know, where the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, he came close to putting his ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Wow, that is dedication to this running game. 3rd down and goal. You give it to the running back, and let's give credit to that offensive line. Good job of getting low and getting movement in the trenches there to give him enough room to get into the end zone.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0.
That makes the score Alabama 7, LSU 0.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
This one will be fair caught. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Hands off to the left. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895. But you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West, the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
On the handout, they'll test the right side here. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Point after, knocked right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the returner forced out at the 15. That's where the drive will start. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose.
Pick it up, pick it up.
Covered by the defense, going the
Yes,
other way.
sir.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. On the
Start,
scoop
man.
and score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out and gets him a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Being set to kick the ball off now. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They'll run it to the left. Just trucks the man.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. On the run here, taking a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a first set down.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here,
well, how do fuck he keep you out of pocket like he's fast?
That's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
This is why I love quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Here's the second down play. To the air, it's Nussmeier. The pocket breaking down.
Bro. He's
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 21, LSU 0.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in?
He's
in. Touchdown, LSU. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out. It's Adams. Stopping at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there.
And the Alabama offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. And the defense makes some adjustments. Come up with a stop here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. The last time they played, of course, Alabama won comfortably. That was an embarrassing day for the LSU faithful. They have not forgotten it.
Chris, I don't think anybody's going to forget that loss because it was so surprising to see LSU get blown out. But they feel much better about this matchup.
Second down play coming up. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to...
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Past the 10. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to the running back. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, tie. Simple play that rely on the quarterback to sneak it across the goal line.
Yep, the big boys up front helped quite a bit with the quarterback up front. Gave him a nice push. Works for a touchdown.
The extra point makes it 28-7.
That makes the score Alabama 28, LSU 7.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Bringing pressure. He's looking to scramble. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. It's a quick grab. Fights off a defender.
Say the word. Say the word.
Goes out of
Say
bounds.
the word.
Move the sticks.
Say the
More than
word.
enough for a 1st down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And there's the handoff. We're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete for a 3rd straight play.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this 1st down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
It's 4th and 10. The offense on the field going for it. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's broken up there. Great play on 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. The linebacker shifting around now. Receiver in motion now. Dropping back. It's Milroe. And they heave it deep downfield. Pass hauled in inside the 15. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They'll tackle him right at the 31. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff running right.
Oh my God, bro, that was so.
Breaks loose at the 45. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Testing the right side here.
Bro, how we keep getting unflanked like that, bro? What the fuck? Oh, he bumped that. How we keep getting outflanked like that? What the fuck?
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning.
That's ridiculous.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Fucking ball. Straight.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket.
How do he keep getting out the pocket, bro, when I got fucking
brings up 3rd down.
quarterback contain on? That's ridiculous.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down.
Thank you, bro.
Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half. So now on comes the field goal unit. This would be a 50-yard attempt. See if he's got the leg.
Short.
The man is no good. And the score remains very lopsided.
Oh, my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar, and they miss out on 3 points.
He's going to pull it down and run. Slides to avoid the big hit. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. But a quick stop by the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. With the catch, it's Miller. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here.
Wow. Oh, wow. That was a lot.
Like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain. Position sets up a second down play. Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. Going to try to use his legs here. He's loose at the 40. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his big tight end. Gets pulled in. Completion on a diving catch. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. This one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Football with the line.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. The coverage team brings him down on the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. They'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And the ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Bama. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
42, LSU, 10.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. He's running out of time here.
Oh,
Just
man.
before the throw, it's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they
good
almost
play.
came up with an interception.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They go with a direct snap. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that 1st down.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
And the defense stops him again on 2nd and goal.
7th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
He'll hand it off. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Trying to extend the play. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
And this quarterback is a stud. I looked at him all week and thought he had a chance to light up the scoreboard. But if the defense can put that kind of pressure on him, that's how you slow him down today.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down.
Oh, shit.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive. The best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Oh, he's got some space here. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. You talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Makes the grab. It's Williams.
So mad that he keep doing.
Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Oh, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Receiver makes the grab. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Here we go. 3rd and goal coming up. Here's the option play. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, this has been tough to watch. So disappointing. They just can't punch it in. They're that close on 3rd down, and the offensive line gets dominated at the line of scrimmage, and you tackle behind the line. Oh, my gosh. Chris, the question is, are they going to go for it here on 4th down? Or are they just going to take the points?
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. Looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
The back's got it. Breaks free. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch and get a little bit closer to the marker.
42, LSU, 10.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Back to pass. It's Milroe. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Grab behind the line. It's Miller. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down.
Oh, wow.
No connection there. The pass is incomplete.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
With the return, it's Anderson. And the return will be brought down.
LSU Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. That's caught. It's Lacy. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quick completion to the tight end.
I don't understand how Bill wins when you don't commit.
Nice play there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it.
Looking for a deep completion.
Oh, shit.
He's got it.
Oh, wow.
Inside the 20.
Come on,
They
bro.
finally tackled
Come
him
on,
down
freshman.
at the 1 after that catch and run.
Well, that is a great throw and a catch. But now we'll see if they can finish off this drive by scoring a touchdown.
Off the big play, they are pounding on the door here. First, and he takes
Come
it in
on,
for
bro.
the
We
score.
can't get lost like that.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Extra point try coming now. And the PAT is good. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. Finding a bit of space. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Hey, when it's your day, it's your day. This offense, and especially this running back, enjoying a monster day, putting up huge numbers and having a nice, big, comfortable lead.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. It's a quarterback keeper. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Oh, the read option here, and the quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense, very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
LSU 17.
And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Using his legs here. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
What is this?
Clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
Yeah.
To throw, it's Nussmeier. Lets it go quickly. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. 4 set of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead. I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
Heads up, the offense now operating in the red zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Lacy. Touchdown, Tigers. This offense cannot be stopped.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Empty backfield now as they go for 2. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he gets in for the 2-point conversion. This is now a 3-score game.
Well, we know this quarterback is a threat throwing the football. Here he uses his legs to get this 2-point conversion. Nice call.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. We come back out protecting a safe lead. What an awesome feeling to be way ahead in a big road game. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
And now from the pistol formation. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football if you walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on